Well, fuck. Yeah, that's about as nice as I can put it. Um, Unfortunately, I have to bring you some bad news here. So we're having to cancel the spring offensive. We tried as hard as we could to make this event go off, Panzer King and I, and we've done an awful lot of work, preparing for it and trying to keep it on the rails in the face of this global pandemic that we're going through right now. But it just um, the events have just conspired against us. The likes of which we've never seen before, and I can't complain. Like I'm not whining about our situation because everybody's in the same situation. So um, we all have to pull together and just try to do the best we can. Unfortunately, the best we can includes people not traveling over borders and coming to an event like this, coming together like we were planning on. Um, Even the last couple of weeks when we asked ourselves several times, like, can we still pull this off, and how can we do it, and trying to do it, but we never lost sight of the fact of what's important as well, and that's the safety of the people that were coming and the safety of their families and of our families. So at every step along the way, we also asked ourselves and we asked each other, is this the right thing to do? Should we do this? And we came to the inescapable conclusion today, after trying to desperately to save it yesterday, that we're just going to have to pull the plug here. We're down to, I think, five, maybe six people. Like it's probably five, but a sixth person might have been able to make it. And uh, it's just it. That's not what we planned for. You know what I mean? We planned to have a larger event than that. We planned to have two tables, so we were down to one table, and it didn't seem right though, handing out a lot of medals and a trophy and everything for less than half the people showing up. It's more like just a friendly game between a bunch of people, really. Um, and so that's what it is going to be. Like there's still going to be a game, and it's not going to be in the Lions Den though, because Panzer King has a family. He has a wife and a newborn son, and so in the interest of the safest way we can do this, we're just going to have it in the war room right behind me there. Like you've been to my war room before several times, so there's a few of us local guys and a couple of guys that can't um, cancel their plane tickets because they're still within the province of British Columbia. So that would be Friendly Fire down in Vancouver and the Hilltop Pillbox in Abbotsford. One of the guys might still drive down from Grand Prairie, although that's not a given either because that's Grand Prairie is actually in Alberta. It's just on the other side of the border, and they really don't want us driving over borders. Um, it hasn't been easy for the people coming to the realization that they couldn't make it here, and for the uncomfortable conversations that we've had to have with them about how discouraging them from coming here, and even outright telling somebody that they couldn't come. That was a really difficult thing to do, but it was something that had to be done because once you get to British Columbia from somewhere outside of British Columbia, you have to quarantine for 14 days before you're allowed to mix with the general public. And I got a call from my boss yesterday. I'm on holidays right now. The edict has come from down high that this is the way it shall be. And so if I had interacted with people from outside of British Columbia, then I was going to be quarantined for 14 days as well, even though I hadn't gone anywhere. Like, even if we do it right here in my house and only one person shows up from another country, then I'm quarantined, regardless of what health that we're all in. Even if they all got sick and I didn't, it didn't matter. These are just the type of drastic measures that are going on everywhere. And so it wasn't a surprise to me when I got the email yesterday from work, and when I got the phone call from my boss last night, which I appreciated. clarifying it in case I didn't understand the email. I said, I got it. I understand. Anyway, I told him that that wasn't the case anymore, and so I'm going to get to go back to work, assuming that I don't get sick in the next few days. But I probably won't because I'm just been in my house, right? Like I'm still in my pajamas from getting up this morning, and it's after dinner time now, so. Um, that was my goal to get a bunch of groceries so that I didn't have to leave the house for a few days and hunker down like so many of you are across the world right now. And anyway, tough situation all around, and we're sorry that we couldn't bring you this event, but we are planning on it in the future. I mean, like the chances of this happening again are pretty slim, I guess. At least at the very same time that we're trying to plan an event like this. And we are going to try to reschedule it for the summertime, but we don't know. Like we have to wait until this thing runs its course, right? And so if it's gone in the summertime, then we're going to see if we can get the same people together again. It's kind of unlikely though because we didn't hold this event in the summertime purposefully because summer is a difficult time to get people together all at the same time because so many people at work and wherever they work and wherever we work are taking holidays, and so for all of us to line all that up on the same week is difficult to do. So we're going to try to do that. We'll try our best to do that if it's possible. Um, if it's not possible, then we've still got everything, and we're a go for next year, next spring, right? We had hoped that this was going to be the first spring offensive, but it's looking like next spring would be the first spring offensive. Anyway, we're still planning on having a game this weekend, though. Not even sure if Panzer King's going to be over for that one because, like I said, he's got an infant son, and so he's got that consideration to think about. And but there will be a game here at my house, and I will film it. Assuming that some people show up, who knows? Like in the next couple of days, air traffic could be shut down, right? And if that's the case, then there's only like two or three of us left, and so I might as well just make a movie of some kind of rules or something like that, right? But I am going to have to. I am going to have a game this weekend, hopefully, and I will get some video for you and send it out to you. And I'm still looking forward to meeting the guys that haven't made it up here yet, or are still able to make it up here that I haven't met yet. It'll be nice to meet some new guys. It's always fun meeting new people that are involved with this hobby. I've met a lot of them in the past already, and people that have traveled here to play in the War Room, or going to Grasshoppers event a couple years ago, and me traveling to go to other places to play, and it's just it's a lot of fun when you do that, and so I'm still looking forward to this weekend, but it extremely disappointed that not just our plans but everybody else's plans have fallen through, and I'm really sorry to everybody that this has had to happen, but at the same time, I don't know how I can apologize because we did everything we could to make this thing go, and it just didn't. So anyway, this is going to be the last update for the spring offensive, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of gameplay to show you this weekend that that will still be interesting anyway. So take care, everyone. General Hand Grenade hunkered down in Prince George, British Columbia.